Hello, everybody. I am Lady Elect Ashley. Welcome to my video. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday. Today is my lucky day. I was born on a Thursday. So today is my lucky day anyway, okay? Listen, I want to talk about something that happened a couple days ago in my business. So if you don't know me, I am Lady Elect Ashley. I own Reach One Free One Publishing Company. I also own Empower Her Consulting Agency. I'm also the owner of the Legacy Center for Empowerment. I help writers become self-published authors telling their life story, right? So whatever an author or writer has overcome and they want to publish that, put it in a memoir, that's what my company does. We basically specialize in publishing memoirs. Memoirs are your life story. They are moments in time of events that have happened that you have overcome. Things that have maybe hurt you and you have now healed from. Those are the kind of books that my company publishes and produces, okay? So with that being said, I've been in business for about 6 years. And last year, 2 years ago, I got a team. I have different people that do different things within my business, right? And so I was... how can I put it? I was approached by a previous client. And I will never say my client's name. I would never do that. But I was approached by a client that we had published her book prior, maybe a couple years ago. And the very first thing that the person said was, my first book was good, but y'all messed up on the back. And my first response was, why are you just not telling me this 2 to 3 years later? That was my first issue, because you're coming to me with your second book, but you're telling me your first book was messed up. We would have fixed that error. We don't operate like that. And so I let her know then I didn't appreciate that, because we could have rectified, we could have fixed that within a matter of seconds, right? But she did not let us know that, okay? So we cannot fix what we don't know, okay? So that was the first red flag. Pay attention. First red flag. The second red flag was I kept asking this client for her book over and over again. Send me your book so that I can give you the amount, because she wanted an amount without us seeing her book. That's impossible. You cannot publish a book without the publishing company seeing the book to be able to give you a price, right? Number two, red flag number two. It was such a delay. Even trying to get the book, right? It was such a delay. So I should have paid attention. Red flag number two. Then here we go. On September the 23rd, this person says, I'm ready for my contract. I'm ready to make my payment. I let the person know I have a $350 deposit that is non-refundable. That is to secure your publishing seat within my company, right? Because just because you come and say you want this date doesn't mean that date is available, because I have other books that are coming out. I have other other clients that books are being published as well. So I need to know that date. And so in the past, I didn't have a deposit. But in the recent years, I've added a deposit to keep from wasting my time and people's time and my team time, because we're waiting on people to pay and they never pay. So we incorporated a $350 non-refundable deposit. Understand that, non-refundable. Now that is written in the contract, okay? Follow me. So September 23rd, this person pays. September 24th, she gets her contract. She views it, she signs it, okay? Now, it comes back to me stating that this client has signed her contract. So in my head, okay, we're all on the same page. Well, the client payment date passed last Thursday. And so it was brought to my attention. So I sent out a friendly email reminding her. And this person said, I have rent and tithes to pay. I didn't read that part. I didn't know it was due on that day. I don't know what to say. So here's what I did. Being the kind person that I am, I said, you know what? Okay, don't worry about it. Next week is fine. Let me have a date. I'll get you a new agreement so we can fix the dates so that they can work with you. Is that okay? Oh, yes, that's great. You're a blessing. Thank you. Okay, cool. I'll send you another contract. This was Friday. I didn't get a chance to create the new contract. So on Tuesday, we sent her a message asking for the new dates so that we could fix the new agreement. We were going to prepare a new agreement or an addendum to correct the dates. Well, she flies off the handle about payment and how she was leery about first coming with us and all this other stuff about doubling the payment and her son could have paid it. And my question was, ma'am, all we want to know is the date that you want to make your payments so that we can fix your agreement. That's all. We're not asking for double payments. We're not asking for anything. We're not even asking you to pay this money that you owe today. We're asking for the dates, okay? This woman could not understand that question for the life of me. And I'm like, well, I don't understand. If you read the contract, then you should have known that your payment was due, right? Now, your contract should have been null and void when you missed the payment, but I'm not like that. So I decided to go above and beyond and tell her, okay, let's just fix it, okay? Now, this woman literally just flipped. I'm being honest. Like, it got to a point where I said, you know what? This is not going to work. This is not going to work. So I told her, I said, I'll get back with you with a decision before 12 o'clock today. Okay. So I told her, I let her know. And so we sent an email. We decided this is not a book that we want to continue to work with. There's already too many red flags going. And so I directed her to talk to my CEO, someone that is ahead of me, and she was not satisfied with his response either. And what we were just basically, and then after she started sending messages about, I want my money back. And we're trying to figure out what money, because in your contract, you missed your first payment. So we don't have any of your payment money. If you're talking about the $350 that's non-refundable, that is non-refundable. You signed an agreement. That $350 is non-refundable. I don't care what you... And she said, well, I'm not ending my contract. You're right. We are. We have that right as the publisher to do that because this is my business. This is my business. This is my company. So if I don't like the service or the disrespect, the text messaging, I don't have to put up with it. I can end the contract, and that's what I did. Then I get a message from someone that she had been called and told about whatever was going on. That is so unprofessional. That is so childish. That is so immature for a woman over almost 60-something, maybe 50, 60 years old to be acting like such a child. And my thing is, you are at fault because you did not read the contract. My company is not at fault, right? So I directed her to consult legal counsel because here's the thing. If we go legal, I'm going for more than $350 because this is my time. My time is now being wasted, right? So she's going to lose more than $350 if we go legal, right? Because we have a legal agreement that states the $350 deposit is non-refundable. It only puts you on my books, right? So I left it at that. And here's the thing. After I sat back and I just started observing and listening to the things that the client was saying, how she was leery of first going with us, I said to myself, I really wish you would have said that at the beginning because I wouldn't have took your $350. I wouldn't even looked at your book, right? Never.